Beautiful sunny day in Quakertown, Pennsylvania. We drove late into the night last night to get here. We're gonna pick up the Millennial Falcon. I am so excited. Are you excited?
I'm sick.
Oh man. She's not feeling very well. And she's got a 3-hour helicopter right ahead of her. You poor thing. You're a good sport, honey. You're a good sport. I'm so excited. Okay, so in addition to getting the avionics upgraded, we also got a new coat of paint, new interior, new seats. It's gonna feel like a brand new helicopter.
I think we're in the right spot.
I don't think we are either. There we go. I'm not excited. You're excited.
No, I'm gonna vomit.
I'm here with Vincent Stahl. Vincent actually reached out over Twitter.
We were actually flying out to pick up a CEO out in Newark, and as we were landing, I seen Chris's helicopter there.
And you recognize the tail registration.
Yeah, I recognized the tail registration, and then sent him a picture on Twitter, and that's kind of how we hooked up then.
Very small world. He offered to come down and shoot some progress shots for us. Thank you again for doing that. And he came down for the, I guess, the big reveal. And you've already seen it.
Yep, I've seen it. It looks really good.
Oh, so
really
excited.
Good. He hasn't even seen it yet, but
let's go do it. Let's go see it. I gotta let my eyes adjust. Oh my God, there it is. Yes. Oh, that looks so good. You like that? That looks amazing.
Holy shit.
That is so awesome. New chopper, who dis? This thing looks brand new. This looks so good. I don't even recognize it. What do you think?
I love it.
I think it's amazing. You push it out?
Let's do it.
Can't wait to get this baby in the air again. It's been like 6 weeks. You have a rental car you have to return, but it's 30 minutes away. So it's at the airport north of here. So actually I'm just gonna, same way we did it before. You can drop the rental car off. I'll fly in and pick you up and then we'll go back to Buffalo.
Last night I was gonna see baby car place.
Quakertown traffic, helicopter 300 Whiskey Zulu, right crosswind departure to the north, Quakertown. 300 Whiskey Zulu, we're just departing north from Quakertown, looking to Atlanta Hangar 7.
November 0 Whiskey Zulu, Allentown is 12 o'clock and 3 miles.
Roger that, we got the field in sight.
0 Whiskey Zulu, seat inbound for Hangar 7, report to landing area in sight.
Roger that, 0 Whiskey Zulu.
Now get Becki her seat back.
Foxtrot holding short, 3-1.
Great meeting in person. Yeah, appreciate you coming down.
Crosser 300 Whiskey Zulu, Allentown Tower, seat on course to wind 330 9er, gust 13.
So we made it halfway. It was pretty bumpy. I'm okay with it. Becki was feeling a little under the weather. We'll fly this thing the rest of the way home and then give you guys a full tour on exactly what we had done. A lot of people ask what kind of equipment we have in the helicopter. You know, anything from the gauges to the iPad that we use, what apps do we use. We'll do like a full synopsis on the instruments that we use to fly. We're taking a pit stop in Elmira, which is just a small airport somewhere in the middle of New York State. I always like this airport, actually. It's really nice. And they have a popcorn machine in here, so we like to get popcorn. You know? It's like a custard cone. Oh man, that's good. Are you still filming?
Okay, just finished a little snack back from the dead. Still not feeling so well. Black paint looks awesome.
Elmira departure, helicopter 300 Whiskey Zulu.
Helicopter 300 Whiskey Zulu, Elmira departure, ident.
The ident button for me, top left.
Helicopter 0 Whiskey Zulu, radar contact 2 miles northwest of Elmira Airport to verify altitude.
Altitude 2,400. Buffalo Airfield traffic, helicopter 300 Whiskey Zulu, final approach, runway 24, Buffalo Airfield. Made it, alive. All right, we've made it back safely, and as promised, we're gonna go through all the upgrades that we got done. So first of all, the functional upgrades that we got. This Garmin G5 installed. It's basically an artificial horizon, but it also has other functions as well, so like a heading indicator. It basically takes the role of multiple analog instruments, but the one that I was most interested in having was the artificial horizon. If you fly into instrument meteorologic conditions or IFR conditions, which means you can't see anything, and you lose reference to the ground, you will 100% lose control of the aircraft and crash. You need visual reference to fly these. With the artificial horizon, not that we're going to go seek out those dangerous situations. In fact, we're not going to change the way we fly at all, but it's peace of mind that I know if I inadvertently end up in a situation like that, then I have a somewhat of a chance of surviving. So we've got that installed. These helicopters in general are very old school. There's not a lot of fancy electronic stuff except for what we've added. I like these helicopters. They're very pure. They're very pure helicopters. The other thing we added was the Stratus ESGi. And the reason we added this on, it replaced our transponder. And what the transponder is, it's basically a way that we can communicate with air traffic control. And it's not the radio, but what it does is it sends a signal to them, and it allows them to see how high our aircraft is and where our aircraft is. By 2020, everybody has to have this new special type of transponder called ADS-B. And you have to have a signal ADS-B out. But what we've also done is we've got a special box that this can communicate with that allows me to link my iPad to it. So now I can get ADS-B in. So all the information that other people are broadcasting, their location, their altitude, I can now get that on my iPad. Additionally, I can get more weather information, so real up-to-date radar. I can get that if I have cell reception, but every now and then we'll go through patches where there's no cell reception, and then you don't have live weather information. It's just adding more reliability to what we have at our fingertips with ForeFlight. A lot of people have wondered what we use the iPad for, and they see it just sort of resting on my lap. Well, first of all, it's actually Velcroed to my leg, so I have this leg strap, and then I buckle that in, and then I can just stick it to my leg and it stays there. I have used these mounts here where you can get like suction cup mounts that holds it right here. You can get these crossbars where it holds it right there. But I find that if it's attached to the airframe, it's always like sort of vibrating, and it makes it hard to see small print. So I just kind of like to have it there. It's where I normally would put a map where I learned how to fly. I used to just use a clip and put a map there. The iPad sort of takes the place of an old analog map. I primarily use the app ForeFlight. I just think it's a one-stop shop. It has pretty much everything pilots look for when they're looking to fly. Most importantly, it gives you all your sectional charts here, so you can see all the little airports here. All those colored dots are airports. I can put lines and track lines and say I want to go from, say, from right here all the way to right here, and it gives me instantaneously an estimated time en route. The frequencies are here, all of the runway information's here, all the weather currently. I get the winds, I can see where I can get fuel, and it gives you all of this information for every single airport on an interactive map. So that's huge. I can plan out flights here that can give you weather briefings. I can file and close flight plans. It really gives you all the information that a pilot would want when you're planning and when you're en route on a trip. This, plus all the old analog stuff, is all we really use to fly this machine. But yeah, everything now is just consolidated on iPad. It's just super easy. Speaking of flying this machine and using old steam gauges, you know, even though they're old analog gauges that are basically just barometers or pressure sensors, they're still very useful. And the main ones that we use here would be airspeed indicator, tells us how fast we're going with respect to the air. The manifold pressure gauge tells us how much power we're using. These are our rotor and engine tachometers, so it's kind of like how many RPMs. In this case, there's an engine RPM and a rotor RPM. This is our altimeter. It tells us how high we are. Our vertical speed indicator, so it tells us how fast we're climbing or descending. And those are basically the only things that we use to fly. It's very old school. In addition to adding all of these fancy instruments, we did some cosmetic upgrades. As we've talked about in prior vlogs, this is a 2007 model helicopter.
Is that what you mean by 2007?
Yeah, that's exactly 2007 model.
Whoa! That happens.
2007 model.
2007.
A new old helicopter.
2007 model.
2007 model.
Did you beep? There's no beep.
There's no beep.
2007 model.
It was completely overhauled in 2011 from a mechanical standpoint, but they didn't overhaul any of the cosmetic stuff. It still looked like an old 2007 helicopter. So we decided to kind of bring the cosmetic stuff up to speed. New leather seats. So we went with the tan color here. We got matching new carpet here, repainted all the interior surfaces, and we got an awesome paint job on the outside. Matte black with the tone-on-tone tail registration. I love it. Probably noticed that the tone-on-tone tail registration is still 300 Whiskey Zulu, but I think due to the government shutdown, they're way behind and backlogged, so we couldn't officially get it changed in time. So we're just gonna wait for that to get put through, then we'll swap the vinyl stickers out for new ones. But until then, 300 Whiskey Zulu lives on. Another day, another vlog.
Helicopter feel more like yours now?
I think the helicopter does feel a little bit more like mine now. You didn't think it was like mine?
It did, but it just felt like somebody else's old bird, you know?
Yeah, I feel like we've put our touches on it, and I always wanted a matte black helicopter. I always said that was the ideal color.
Well, now you got it.
And now I feel like it's really ours. We'll end it here. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell so you get notified when we post new videos. We will see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.
So when I went to the Robinson safety course, I bought a black R44 keychain and I was saving it for when I owned my own matching matte black helicopter. I actually didn't think I was going to be able to use this year. So we're going to do the inaugural unwrapping of the keychain, matching matte black and tan/gold. Get rid of this old blunderbuss here.
Blunderbuss?
That came with the helicopter.
Blunderbuss!
Honey, what's wrong with blunderbuss?
Oh, what a word!
Official R44 keychain for the R44 keys.
I'm steering the helicopter.